For that short break, we had to keep our house in order. I still have Mrs. Arinola Oguntoyinbo. She is the board advisor, Association of Nigerian Women in Business. Is also a chartered accountant, and we're still talking about women entrepreneurs as economic drivers here in Lagos. And just before we went on break, she was talking about women going into business, whether for out of necessity or out of choice. And she has talked about why women go into business out of necessity. So you can continue.
So those who go into business out of choice, I've observed, they go into the kind of business they have a passion for.
Okay.
Like somebody who is into interior decoration, or somebody who is farming, or someone who is manufacturing natural products like body skin products, or supplying food items to retail outlets. I can use myself as an example. If I were not an accountant, I would have been a linguist.
Oh, linguist.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I wanted to do linguistics when I first left school.
Okay. but we see many women these days, multitasking, which is I see as a skill, or it comes natural for women to multitask. We see women as chartered accountants. They also have this, small businesses we're talking about.
Yeah, I did some small businesses too while I was working as a chartered accountant.
Yeah.
Because I retired about 6 years ago.
So how is the business doing right now?
No, I've handed it over to my children. I don't do business anymore.
Okay.
I'm into my passion now. Okay. I'm into linguistics now.
Okay. So let's talk about business, this small business. Even though women start business, 10 years, 20 years ago, this still remains small businesses. Why don't they, take this step or take this leap, from being small businesses into something bigger?
I feel some women are scared of growth. They feel that if they grow to a certain extent, they may not be able to control the business anymore. One. Two, some of them, they don't have mentorship.
So how important is mentorship in business? Oh,
it's very important. It's one of our own core values in ANWIB.
Okay, what do you do with the women?
We provide a networking and mentorship.
Okay.
We connect aspiring business owners who are females with emerging business owners. When I say emerging, I mean those ones who are already established.
Okay.
So we link them together so they can work together for better efficiency and for growth.
Okay.
And we also mentor women entrepreneurs. Like I have some that I mentor too.
Okay.
I can cite about 3 or 4 of them that I mentor and who have grown now. They have their own success story now.
Okay, I'd like you to take us through the success stories so that people can understand the practicality of mentorship and how mentorship helps women in small businesses grow. Okay. Take us through the process.
Okay, yes. Some of them started with maybe 1 or 2 employees, but within 2 years, they were able to employ about 4 to 5 people. One of them is AYO Farms. Incidentally, it's run by my daughter,
oh, okay.
Dr. Mrs. Adejumo.
Okay.
Mayowa Adejumo. She's a vet doctor, but in spite of that, she's a serial entrepreneur as well. She runs an organic farm, produces body products under the name of Moment with Share. She's an urban gardener. She has urban gardening too. And during the Goodluck Jonathan era, she was able to succeed in getting the UWIN, and that helped her to scale up her business.
Okay.
Another one is Doda Interior Decorators. She too was able to get the UWIN at that time, because they had been mentored and been constantly guided. There's another one is diverse
Man, you cannot mention
Okay,
the
okay.
company's name, but you can just tell us the business they
Okay.
do.
It's another one that does jewelry.
Okay.
She has been able to scale up her business too because she was being mentored.
Okay. One of the challenges women face, according to this women entrepreneurs, is lack of access to funds. I want you to tell us how that has been, where it is as at today.
I suppose a lack of women access to fund has to do with the fact that quite a number of women cannot meet the conditions for loans and the ones for tax ID too, because some of them are not in the tax net. Those in the nano businesses, they are not in the tax net.
Okay. So you're talking about loans that is from the banks. Lagos State has, several platforms, where they help entrepreneurs with loans, and there are other platforms for grants. So why haven't these women, worked to those platforms or contacted those platforms to encourage them to do their businesses?
And some of them are not aware, unless they belong to a women business group. That is when which is what we do.
Which is what you do?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is what we do. Because we advocate for a friendly business environment for women entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And we let them know when funds are available at a single digit rate, or some funds are even free.
So from those you have mentored, has any one of them, assessed any of these loans?
Yes,
okay.
Like I said, they were your firms. They access the grants.
Okay. And that's your daughter.
And daughter interior decorators too.
Okay, they access the grant. And how well are
she's
they
a member of ANWIB too, my daughter.
Okay, so how well are they doing now with those?
Oh, they're doing very well.
Okay.
They were able to scale up their business.
Okay. What if we have like a 25-year-old lady watching this show now who has 100,000 naira and she says she wants to start a business? What advice would you give her, or what is the process she has to go through?
I would advise her to start a business that she'll be able to turn over the money on a daily or weekly basis.
Okay.
Because I was reading about a woman that was interviewed and asked that if you were given 100,000, which bank will you invest it in? And she said she will not invest it in the bank.
But why? Because
that she will use it to trade.
Okay.
Because the money she will get, the profit she will earn from the trading will be multiples of what the bank will give her in interest.
Interest. So she'd rather trade with it and not give it to a bank.
Exactly.
Okay. Banks often say women don't have enough collateral, which is something we have touched on. So why women also say that the system isn't designed for them? Where does this truth lie? Is it the bank that has an issue, or is it the women that has the problem?
I think the women have the problem. It's not the bank.
What are these problems?
It's the same conditions that men have to meet, that women have to meet too.
So it is the women that have the problem. Why do you think those women have the problem?
Many women cannot afford to have the kind of collateral they'll be asking for.
Okay.
That's the major reason.
But there are other reasons why, apart from collateral. They said a lot of women do not, separate their...
And then some of the businesses are not structured too. Many businesses of women.
What about those women who are afraid of even taking the loans because of the risks involved? Is there this fear of not taking this loan? Is it also justified?
It's not justified.
Why is it not justified?
But because if they have mentors and they are in a group where they can compare notes with other women business owners, they will know that there is nothing wrong in going for a loan.
Okay.
As long as you keep proper records of your business, which is lacking in quite a number of enterprises, not only women.
Okay.
One-man business.
One-man business. Okay. As I said earlier, women are excellent at what they do. We can see some of the visuals. Okay. We can see some. They're excellent at what they do, but they cannot turn it into a thriving business. Aside not keeping records and all of this, why is this usually an issue? Because you deal with women, young women entrepreneurs, young business owners. Why is it that, you can see this person, she's doing so well, she's a master of what she does, but she's not getting, when it comes to turnover with money, she's not getting it.
Because they find it difficult to separate the money from their business and the personal funds.
So what advice do you give to them?
No, we keep advising them that whatever income they earn should go through their banks, the banks of the businesses they are doing, so that at a glance they can see from the bank statement how much they are making and how they are doing. Because whenever anyone wants to grant them a loan, he wants to see the record. How have you been doing? Even if you were not able to prepare accounts of your business on an annual basis, you can still show them what comes in and goes out.
Okay.
And they'll be able to see the turnover.
And that will boost it.
That will boost their chances of getting.
Okay, during my intro, I said you see women these days everywhere into business. Social media has also contributed immensely to business growth, of course, here in Lagos. How has that been, today and what we used to have?
Social media has contributed immensely to the growth of business generally and to the growth of women businesses, because you see quite a number of them advertising their businesses on Instagram and
every other online platforms. Yes. But some have also argued that because the competition is much, there's so many of them out there now, it is harder to stand out. Do you agree with that?
I don't, because we have enough population to reach out to with whatever you produce or whatever service you provide.
You produce, okay. Still talking about social media, many of these social media platforms, attract a lot of business owners. They attract a lot of businesses. They attract a lot of customers, but they don't retain them. Some are just one-offs. You don't go back, because I'm talking from experience, because I just buy from you. It's a one-off thing. I don't go back. So as a business owner, since you've decided to put your business on social media platform, you don't have a walk-in store, how do you now continue to retain your customers?
Well, by being present still on the social media, asking them to give you reviews, and some have even resorted to dancing, to doing all manner of things just to gain gain traction. Some have resulted to so much that they just want to gain traction, but it's usually a one-off thing for most of the customers. So what other effective way can they have the customers and of course also retain them? By reaching out to them on a monthly basis or even weekly basis through messages.
Okay.
Good wishes to them, checking how their businesses are doing, and what they feel about the products they have bought. How is it working? Or how did they enjoy the kind of foodstuff that they bought from the retail outlets that they supply to?
Okay, so let's talk about the kind of businesses women are into these days, and why they are into such businesses. We find these women entrepreneurs, sometimes all doing the same thing, which isn't new, because even if you go to the market, people would like products. They put them
In the same area.
They put them in the same area. So what sectors currently offer the biggest opportunities for women these days from experience with ANWIB? And are these sectors where women are still, are they still underrepresented?
I feel the farming, agricultural sector offers opportunities.
Okay.
For women.
Do we have many women in it as at today?
Yes.
Okay.
We do. And in the countryside, there are so many, because when we go for annual...
But farming is broad, farming is broad, and we can't say, oh, they are into everything. Women are into everything that concerns farming. Which areas of farming, do we see a large population of women in?
Farming of staple foods. And
staple foods,
yes.
like
staple foods like yam, potatoes.
Because we know rice is a staple food, but it's not something you can go into like that. Yeah,
vegetables, pepper, and things like that. Corn, even corn.
Corn. Okay. What about fish? The catfish.
They
business,
do fish farming as
fish
well.
farming. So they go into. We find women in all of those.
In Lagos, yes. Many women in Ikorodu, they do fish farming.
In Ikorodu? So how fulfilling is this for them, especially when women have to juggle this business, their home, children, marriage, and caregiving? Do they really have this work-life balance?
Well, I have gone through it before. I think
Tell us about your experience.
I think they do.
Let's talk about your experience.
Because at the time when I was working in industry as a treasury accountant, I used to produce bath meat sponge and used to supply it to supermarkets at that time. I have a tailor who will produce it for me. I might engage my children to help me in the quality control and packing. I was able to do that, and I was able to go to the office from morning and come back in the evening.
What about the home front?
I still look after the home.
As at the time you were, especially during the most difficult times for women is
when the children are growing up.
The childbearing age, and when the children are
growing up.
How were you able to navigate that? Because I know some people would want, watching us would like to learn from that.
Yes.
While you talk about it.
I was able to navigate that because I think I had the benefit of my mother-in-law. She was staying with us, so when the children come from school, she will always be at home with them, and the house help as well. But house help, they are not reliable. They can leave anytime. So if there is a gap between when they leave and I get a new one, she is always there.
Okay, let's talk about how effectively government-owned interventions, government interventions have helped businesses, have helped women in supporting their bubusinesses here in Lagos. I mentioned one earlier, the LSCTF.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
How well has that? Does your own business platform also support women by giving out loans?
No, we don't give out loans, but we let them know where cheap loans are available. Those with single-digit interest.
So what about the government support?
The Employment Trust Fund of Lagos State. It's doing a lot to help women, but government can still do better.
How? We can't just leave it like that. Government can do better. What exactly can government do better, to help or to support these women entrepreneurs? What should they do? What are they doing now that is okay? That needs
they organize trade fairs sometimes.
For improvement.
They sometimes organize trade fairs.
Okay.
And that links different businesses.
Okay.
They provide this employment trust fund loans for women, but infrastructure is a big problem for every business, especially small businesses that women run. I think it would be good if Lagos State can provide its own electricity, just like one of the states in the East is providing now. It will
In
go a
Abia-
long way to
Abia
help
State,
in Abia
yes,
State.
electricity is very, very important. And now that, states have been given the opportunity to generate their own electricity, I think Lagos State government is working on that right now, and hopefully this will be a thing of the past, the issue of epileptic electricity. Now, let's talk about ANWIB and playing. You've talked about it sparingly. So what role is ANWIB, playing in helping women move from, micro business to a sustainable enterprise?
And like I said earlier, we
Mentorship?
mentor. We let them network with other business owners, those who are already established. We link them up with the new ones. Then we advocate for a friendly business environment for women businesses. And we organize training to improve the skills of women in the different types of enterprises they're in.
Okay. So after all this, you do mentorship, linking them with other business owners to see our business. What are still the mistakes you see these women entrepreneurs? What, mistakes do they keep repeating that you have observed?
It's the mistakes of not keeping proper records. Of not keeping proper records of their business.
So what are you doing about that? What do you think can
Well,
help
I
those
have
women?
offered as a chartered accountant to help them design a template that will make it easy for them.
Okay.
But I cannot do it for free, and they complain of the charges.
So you just leave them, especially when they say women are better managers of money than men.
In a way, they are, because they invest the money they make into the family by way of education for their children in most cases, and into their community, and they even plow some of the funds they make back to their business to grow it, instead of borrowing from the banks.
Okay, we've talked mainly about challenges women face, or women in business face, or women entrepreneurs face. What about their strengths? During mentorship, when you hold their hands, while they are going in their businesses, or when you mentor them, what are these, continuous strengths you've seen in women? I would say resilience.
I
would say resilience, even without dealing with any of them. I would talk about resilience. So what other traits do you see, or what other strengths do you see in women?
And women are fairly honest. That is, it's just that some of them run away from taking loans.
Can you hear? Women are honest.
If they take loans, they will repay. And they will make sure they use it for the business.
Do you think, yes, there's, when I said, is their fear, justified to take loans?
It's not justified.
And you said it's not just. You said it's not justified. But looking at like a city, mega city like Lagos, where everything is moving fast. Do you think this type of intimidates women who are into business?
It does not intimidate those who are in structured business.
Okay.
It doesn't.
I like the word structured. So you're going to tell me, how a woman entrepreneur can have a structured business, even though they are in the informal sector. Many of them are in the informal sector.
Many of them are.
You can sell pepper and still have a structured form of selling business, selling pepper, right?
Yeah, well, but you cannot, because you are selling pepper, unless it's on a large scale that you are supplying outlets. You will go and form a company to do that. Do you understand? You will do the business in your name, and you will be dealing.
I see people selling pepper online. They sell pepper online.
Hey, they they can.
So they've structured it in a way that, you know, they just put everything on the online platform, and they say, oh, this is what the market is saying with pepper today. This is how much you will get it today. Let me know how much quantity you have, and we will get it down to you. That is selling pepper in a structured way. So how can, I've talked about pepper, which I think, you know, some people might not even realize, on Tata online, you know. So let's talk about other businesses, you know, that women can structure, and how, you know, you can help them structure these businesses without thinking, no, it's not that kind of business we're talking about. And again, it doesn't even have to be online, even if it is a walk-in shop.
Yes.
So people, let me give an example. I have a woman who sells eggs, and when you want to buy her eggs, you think, hey, can I buy these eggs? But her eggs are relatively very, 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 very cheap. And she's not into wholesale. She sells retail most of the time. But you will see people trooping there. You know, what you think would be the reason why
it's because the price is low.
It's not because the price is low. It's because she has structured her business. And since you are you mentor businesswoman, I'm asking again, how can a woman structure her business without turning it into so teach us how a woman can structure her business.
By keeping good records of what the sales she makes.
And what else?
And ensuring she files up proper returns with the government regarding tax. Both Lagos State and federal.
Tax is a challenge for women entrepreneurs.
It is.
Tell us how it is a challenge for them.
Because most of them are in the informal sector. That's right. But those who are in the formal sector, it's not a challenge for them.
Okay, just before we go, what advice would you have for our policymakers here in Lagos to help, you know, or to change what you will change for women entrepreneurs to thrive?
They are thriving at the moment, but to make them thrive better,
from the policymakers in Lagos,
I feel they should reduce. They should cancel altogether multiple taxes.
Okay.
You know, the kind of taxes that you see local governments going about collecting from these small business owners.
Especially local government.
It's too overbearing.
It's too overbearing
for them.
Thank you very much. Arinola Oguntoyinbo, Board Advisor, Association of Nigerian Women in Business. She's also a chartered accountant, and we've been talking about women entrepreneurs as economic drivers in Lagos. Thank you very much, Ma.
It's a pleasure.
We'll be right back after this short break.